Today is December 19th. We only left 13 days to uh, the new year. So we'll finally complete one more year in our life. So, starting from today, I want to kind of talk about one word every day, what that word means to me, what what are the things I'm relating to that word, and what are the things I'm planning to do or planning to leave out or kind of planning to add related to that word in the next year or in the new year. So today word is clarity. So I'm not going to say anything kind of to motivate you people or kind of to um motivate myself, but I will just talk like I used to do, like simply raw feelings of myself. So I mean, with this clarity, what does this clarity means to me is it's not like getting answer for everything, right? Because people usually think clarity means okay, you don't have a clarity for this, I don't have a clarity what you are saying. So that's not like getting information or getting answers for everything. What clarity actually means for me is kind of uh, what matters for me on that particular subject or on that particular I can say matter, what what actually matters for me, what actually drains me. Like let's say if I'm thinking about that thing, if something negativity comes to my mind or I feel like positivity, so that kind of thing is clarity for me. I don't want to kind of ask many question on that, but yeah, that is the clarity for me means. Because I think when confusion comes, like clarity, the opposite is basically confusion, right? If you have confusion on mind regarding something, then you don't have a clarity on that. So confusion comes when you have too much things associated with one particular matter. Like for one simple example I can give from my life. Let's say I mean simply thinking like what video I will do today. Okay, if I will have five or six kind of different ideas on my mind, and kind of there it will come a confusion, right? But I have a clarity for creating this daily video. I have a clarity, whatever I will create today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow for next 30 days, I will be just kind of share my raw feelings, kind of my raw thoughts without kind of putting any masala, without kind of putting any masks on that. Simply whatever I'm thinking, even if it is wrong, even if my view, my perspective is wrong, that's okay. So I have that clarity. So when you have a lot of options, lot of things associated with some part, that will give you the confusion. Like for me career direction, right? Like whenever I think, I mean it's not like I'm talking this thing that means I don't have a kind of situation where I also don't have clarity. I have like thinking like career direction, right? Like for me I think the from 2013 I started my job career till I think last year, right? Like kind of I will say till 2024. I mean, I was kind of stood stand. I mean, I was still in my career. Kind of, I can say, I was neither kind of trying hard to learn new things, neither I was trying to change my job and getting to a bigger or kind of better position, nor I was trying to kind of uh, uh, getting things like kind of that I can say that interest, right? Like kind of the anxious you have, how much anxious you are to learn new things. That is also not there, right? and a lot of things was associated with that, whether I will stay here or whether I will think of go back to India or some, like I will change a company. So there are a lot of questions, right? So that's when I didn't have a clarity on that. So what I tried this year on that is I tried to focus on one thing. Okay, learning is a one thing, it should happen in the like entire life. So first I should learn new things related to my career. So then I got a clarity on that. So that is one thing. Second thing, like my content creation, right? I was like telling, basically I was having a lot of confusion there, whether I should do this, whether I should not start this. If you'll see my entire video of this channel, sometimes I put the video, then I stop. Sometimes like I continue few months, then I stop, because I didn't have a clarity whether I should continue this or not. There was a lot of confusion, right? So when that's why basically I also has a lot of confusion regarding this. And one more thing happened when, like when I don't have a clarity, something happened. I usually say yes to a lot of things where I should say no. Like a lot of decision, as I didn't have a clarity, I usually took a wrong decision. To just small kind of decision, because every day in your life you have to take some decision, right? Like, so I usually say yes to a lot of things which I plan, but I should not do that, right? Because I didn't have clarity. So that thing I tried to change this year, the entire 2025. Okay, I should not just blindly say yes to something which I am planning to do. Let's analyze that. Let's get a clarity, like, okay, what is the I mean, how it will matter to me, how it will matter to my life, how it will matter to my future. Then I should say yes or no as per that. So once I have clarity, I did well on those decisions eventually. One more thing, fear of wasting time, right? That usually gives me a lot of kind of confusion rather than clarity. Like I usually think like, okay, if I will not do this, I'm just wasting this time, right? Let's do this other thing. But that sudden decision, right? That usually comes as a wrong decision. So like that, I mean, I tried a lot of time and I got the kind of failure on those simple things. So finally I decided, okay, I should not think like, okay, I'm wasting time. Might be those time I will use to kind of get a clarity what I am thinking, whether I should do or not. Then finally I can proceed with that. So I mean, sometimes I think like that confusion I'm telling, right? Sometimes I think I'm not confused, but sometimes I'm not ready to accept the truth. Like let's say, for example, I'm doing some project or something, right? So whether the enhanced version I should do today or not, whether that, it's not like confusion, but I don't kind of ready to accept that, okay, the truth is I should just stop this is what I can do today, that is the truth. I should accept that. I should not do that, okay, no, I should complete because this is the initial part, I should do a complex part after that. So that's the situation when I will take a wrong decision. So that clarity I am trying, basically I should have that clarity every time I am taking even a small decision, so that it will not go wrong. Okay, the and a lot of thing, like one thing I have started doing, like to get this clarity done, is writing one honest sentence per day. Like by the end of the night, what I am trying to do, like, because a lot of things we usually try to hide, right, in front of in our with our family, with our friends, because we think like they might judge or that might not matter to them. So what I started doing is like writing one truthful or honest sentence about yourself every day. Before you just go to sleep, write somewhere, write down in your mobile or something. I started that, I think, long back, I can say 5-6 months back. And that surprisingly gave me a kind of more confidence to get a clarity of a lot of things. Because that will make you a habit, like, okay, you are being truthful, being honest with yourself. So that will give you a lot of clarity in your life's journey, in your whatever decision you are taking, anything. Okay, so that is the one thing. And another thing, asking question to yourself, like what I am avoiding now and why I am avoiding. Like why I'm saying this avoiding and clarity will be kind of connected, because if you are trying to take a decision, right? Like for example, whether I should apply for a new job or not, for me, okay? Now the situation is, if I will apply a job, I have to prepare, I have to create a resume, I have to study few things. These are the parts related to this. So if I will try to avoid those things, right, then I will not get a clarity whether I should apply or not. So I should not avoid basically kind of from those things. Okay, you have to do, like if you want to take a decision on this, these are the things related to this, you have to do that, right? Otherwise you cannot have a clarity on your decision, like whether I will go ahead with this applying a job or not, right? That is one thing happening with that. And choosing on priority, right? Like one priority you should choose rather than five. Like if you have 5 or 6 things to do, choose one which is the priority one, and then you will get the clarity. That was one major problem for me. I usually get a lot of things clubbed. Okay, these things I will do, this thing I will do, that I have to do, that I will surely do, these things anyway I have to do, right? So once I will have these 5 things, I got confused, I didn't have the clarity what things I should do and how I should do, then eventually failure will happen, right? So that I started stopping. So all of these things, like eventually helps me, like it helped a lot, like getting a clarity on all of those things. And finally I can say, like nobody can be 100% perfect that they will eventually have a clarity on every matter. That is impossible. So for me, even after trying a lot of things, I somehow reach 40 or 50% where I have clarity on everything I am doing. I mean everything happening inside, in and out of me, or in like around me, right? So I think now it's the time, we have very few days of this year. So now you should ask, what is that one area of your life you don't have a clarity? Now start from that. You don't have to be perfect from today onwards. Like it's not like some magic will happen. It will not happen. This is not a magic, right? So you have to just ask yourself that question and think about that. Once you will get the answer for that, it will be very easy going forward. And like then you can think, okay, why I don't have that clarity on that? All those questions will come like automatically to you, right? So yeah, I think this is for today. Tomorrow I will have a new word and we'll kind of share. I mean, I will share my thoughts. You can share your thoughts by commenting on that video. Like we'll have another word tomorrow with some new thoughts.